Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Looking at the story this week in Parshat Toldot of Yaakov and at the ladder. It's a very fascinating and powerful story. And let's begin with a focus in the following way. The Torah says, Vayetze Yaakov Beersheva Harana. Yaakov departed from Beersheva and went towards Haran. And then the next verse, Vayifga b'makom, and he came across the place, and that's where Vayalan Sham Kiva Hashemesh, he lay down there because the sun had set. Vayikach mivnei makom yasam mirashotav, he took them from the stones there, put them under his head. Vayishka b'makom ahu, when he lay down there. So we read that verse, Vayifga b'makom Vayalan Sham Kiva Hashemesh. What does that first phrase mean? And he came across the place. And here we have the beit, bamakom, with a patach beneath it, as if it were the place that you might know. As commentaries will say, for example, Rashi will quote, that it's behamakom, right? In the place that we should know already. And what is that place? It's Har HaMoriah. That is how we are to understand where this event happens, and it's actually not clear where this event does transpire. Does it happen in Har HaMoriah, aka the Temple Mount? Or does it happen elsewhere? Because the Torah goes on to say that this is Beit El, he calls it Beit El, and prior to that its name was Luz. Luz is not the city of the Jebusite city, for example, that we would associate with Yerushalayim. So it's a different spot. And so you'll have here a very interesting analysis of when ultimately we think about this ladder which heads up to the heavens. Well, ladders, unless you're imagining one of those ladders on the side of a building like we used to have off the shul fire escape, there is a ladder that you climb straight up the ladder. So it could be that you would then ascend directly up, but also you should imagine ladders as we know them, that you climb up at an angle, the shipua as it's described, the diagonal. And so it's possible that Yaakov could be lying down in one place, but the entry point yet be up to heaven, be at another place, at the top of the ladder that's angled up. So, for example, Yaakov could be lying down. Well, it could have its feet, the Torah describes, have its feet in one place in Beit El, and its top of the ladder could be over Yerushalayim, and Yaakov might actually be beneath that, or it could be somewhere else, and that's where we don't have to pin it down exactly. But those are the possibilities. But what we want ultimately is to imagine this is not just any old place. This is a place which is known to us, as Rashi says, Har HaMoriah. It's going to be the place where there is a sense that there's a Sha'ar HaShamayim. Sha'ar HaShamayim, there is a gateway to heaven above it, and this place somehow is Beit Elohim. And so we ultimately find somehow or another placing Yaakov indeed on the Temple Mount, even if the ladder starts off somewhere else and opens up to heaven above there. We continue tomorrow in analyzing other elements of this story. Have a great day. May we all be able to find our own way, the Sha'ar HaShamayim, the gateway to heaven.